Yeah, I think a lot of things just kind of align to make it a little more special of a moment. I've been trying to get this selection for the last 5-6 years, so just for it to come in this year when I'm back at home means a little more to me, a little more special. And I think I wish there's so many names out there that I want to mention that have been a big part of it, but it's the people that I'm around, the teammates that I've had, the coaches that I've had, the people that I've come across, in the off season with different training aspects. A lot of those things have contributed to the player that I am now and in the development of myself over the last couple of years. So, my catcher, Nola, I've thrown to him all year this year. He's been unbelievable, and I don't feel like I give him enough credit, but when I'm out there, it's, he's the brains behind the whole thing. I'm out there just executing pitches and focused on execution purely. He's the one that's, putting the right fingers down and making a lot of the right calls throughout the course of the game. So there's a lot of people that I wish I can thank and that I want to thank. So I think just getting to interact with that many good players. You're going to be around constant on both sides, facing the best and getting to, to play with the best. So never been in that atmosphere. I haven't been in an all-star game since I was like 9 years old, all the way through pro ball, through the minor leagues, big leagues. So I'm excited to meet all the guys and interact with some of those guys.
From the outside, this seemed like a foregone conclusion. Mm-hmm. I imagine it's a little more nerve-wracking for you?
A little bit. I mean, about 4 or 5, maybe not even that much, 3 or 4 starts ago, you realize how close you are, and you're only 1 or 2 poor outings away from blowing the thing. So just trying to focus on one at a time and get to this point. And after my last outing the other day, I felt like I had a pretty good shot of making it. But last year I thought I threw the ball well, and I was in a really close spot. But the league was so competitive last year with pitching in the NL that it could have been anybody. So
how did you find out?
Right before the game, Melvin called me in the office and told me, and then it was official, online the same time everyone else did. But yeah, an hour or so before the game. I called my girlfriend right away. She was excited. She was bummed that when we found out she wouldn't be able to be with me and celebrate. So I called her and then give my parents. And it was, like I said, it was right before the game. So called her, ran out on the field, and haven't made any phone calls since. Haven't really checked my phone. So
you mentioned
Mom and Dad will probably be next.
Yeah. Non-forcing, it's more than the forcing in success.
The hitter's not hitting it. I mean, it's simple as that. I never intended to be a thumber, but they aren't hitting it well. It's become one of my best pitches and one I have a lot of confidence in. And this year I've shown that I will and can throw my fastball more. And I think my last 2 or 3 outings consecutively, I've had higher fastball usage and breaking ball usage. So it's nice to know I can still get guys out with my fastball. So
when did you kind of line it up in your head and know that, hey, that's going to kind of fall on my throwing day, like I pitch on Thursday?
Dude, with the way our rotation's gone this year, it's been so hard to do any of that. But I think when I had COVID and I came back and me and Mike switched spots, it put me in line to throw. The All-Star game would have been the 6 days, which is kind of what we've been on all year. So it worked out pretty well that way.
How important will it be to you to actually pitch in it?
I've always valued the All-Star break as a time to kind of reset mentally and physically and kind of, turn everything off for a little bit and just escape from the daily stress of baseball. But you get a chance to play in the All-Star game. I mean, I'm not going to throw. If they ask me to throw, I'm going to take it and throw. So hopefully I get a shot, and if not, I mean, the experience in itself is worth everything. So
the team's gone through some recent struggles, but how significant for you that you're representing a team you're a huge reason why this team has won so many games.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, especially a moment like this where we're scuffling a little bit. We haven't been playing our best ball. It's hard to sit and celebrate, but I think everyone understands the importance of making an All-Star game at this level. So, the guys have been very warming, with the congratulations and stuff. So, it does mean a lot, and to be alongside Manny, a guy that's been playing the game for as long as he has, and he's the same age as me. It's pretty amazing. So I'm excited to go with him. I know he's been to quite a few of these things, so he hopefully show me the ropes.
I think you have to bring back presents for your entire team. That's part of the rules.
Yeah, we got to pick out the right gift, I guess. And it's going to be high expectations from me and him. So.
And Manny said he's lobbying for the City Connect. Do you care what you wear?
I don't know. That wouldn't be a bad idea, though. That would have been a good idea for everyone to wear the City Connects. I never really thought about that.
Are you excited for your family to share?
Yeah, no harder worker than Joe out there. I think he's well deserved this spot and this opportunity finally, and this guy goes out there and grinds every single day and puts in 110% on everything he does in the clubhouse and around being with his teammates. Just everything he does is just 110%, and to finally see him get one is definitely something special. So he's definitely gonna enjoy it. Being right up the street too. Kind of not really hometown, but somewhat hometown. I guess maybe stepbrother or something. But that's going to be pretty cool for him and his family.
The numbers don't always show what the leadership means, but how much does he mean to this team with what he does, the example that he shows?
Yeah, he's huge. I mean, he's a big leader. I think he's a big part of that pitching staff and a big part of this club. And we all feed off of his hard work. And I think that's what he brings every single day. He's going to bring 110%. If you're not with it, then you're falling behind. So we have a lot of guys who lead by example, and he's a big one.
Yeah, it's from the very beginning of the season, from opening day to this point, he's been, one of the studs in the National League, very deserved. I think there was probably a time that he was digging for the starting job too. So I'm not sure who that'll go to. He'd be very deserving of that as well. But just another feather in his cap, and furthers his career into a big time pitcher now.
Bob, some guys come into the major leagues and are all-stars right away. They have the talent. For someone like Joe, who's progressively gotten so much better as his career's progressed, can you speak to what that means to him personally, and for a baseball guy like you, to what that means for you when you see that?
It means a lot of hard work and always, looking at yourself a certain way, knowing that you're going to get there. A guy that tinkers with things, that he researches stuff to make himself better. He's a smart guy. He's done a lot of things here in the last couple of years, whether it's tweaking some things, whether it's researching how he can get better, that have come to fruition for him. So, it's one thing to be a good major league pitcher like he was, but it's another to keep excelling and keep being driven to find ways to make yourself an all-star, and that's where he is right now.